I am remarkably late today. Well, I say remarkably late. It's 11 minutes. It's still really late. Okay, there's YouTube. Well, there's Twitch. There's YouTube. Okay. Get an extra tab. What's that? Hello, Zylander. Okay, there's everything. What do you mean? You mean I did a stream earlier today? Or like 6 hours ago? That was because I basically, right, you're not on the Discord. There was stuff preventing me from streaming. Basically, real life got in the way. So I did a stream earlier today to make up for the fact that I hadn't streamed in like 2 days. Make sense? Blech. You know, I might see about getting some of my... No. I'll just do some turf. I've not played a whole lot for quite a while. I'm not going to hop right into X rank. Nice, Xavier. Say if you have the choice and like it's not already ordered to just go with a desktop instead of a laptop. Desktops are much better to record from. Like, much better. Hello, Agent Vimo. Hello, yes. I was going to say hoy, and then, yeah. Kinda tired I am. Ah. Well, at least you get a laptop out of it. So, there is that. Yes, they are. Humans are very much just human potatoes. Ow. It's been a while since these Joy-Cons were used. My forward isn't exactly the most responsive. My sister, bless her heart, thought she was getting a really good deal on a Pro Controller. But it was a third-party official Pro Controller. Some wired thing. That does not have a gyroscope. Making it pretty useless. There are some good snipers here. Jeez. Yeah, if I haven't already said it, hello, Nautilus. I forget if I said that or not. Yeah, it's gonna take a few games to get these Joy-Cons working properly. I've done some spins, but they don't seem to have done a whole lot to help. Ow. Yeah, that's fine, Nautilus. I didn't honestly expect any of you guys to even be able to show up. It's Monday, and I know most of my audience are school age. Like, even just looking at the Discord, it's like, yeah, there is, like, no one online. But I said I was going to do this. I'm going to do this. As I mentioned on that stream, I was going to be playing Warships anyway, and I was awake. So I may as well have just streamed it. That it is, but it's a necessary help. Ow. Yeah, I'm gonna ask now, because I one of the vloggers I watch also does like a Let's Play channel. I mentioned it many a time because I'm always like when I renamed this channel, I was going to rename it to Steven Plays because that just made sense, and I decided to search on YouTube before I did, and there's already a channel by that name. So, yeah, I started watching him. This was a long time ago. Something like 5-6 years ago at this point. But, he did, basically a stream. Well, he streams as well, to a degree. Like, they occasionally do it. And when they do their streams for making their VODs, they've been trying to find the best way of doing the VOD for later. And it's led me to asking you guys, when watching a stream VOD, so like not watching the stream live, but watching it afterwards, do you like it when the streamer is interacting a lot with the chat, or not much with the chat to not at all? Because I know in the moment, it's much better to interact with the chat as much as possible. But I'm thinking in the future when I do like full playthroughs of something that I might basically turn it into full-out episodes. So like I'd only be interacting with you guys every, say, half hour or so. Like, I don't imagine you guys would exactly have much of an opinion there. Okay, just to confirm, Nautilus, that is while watching the VODs later, not like actively being at the stream. So, like, if you were to watch the stream later, kind of thing. Because I know with their audience, it was a very definitive, like, it was very definitive, like, for the VOD, the thing that, you know, is watched later, they did not like interactions while the stream was going and, like, having the chat on the screen and such. So I just want to see what you guys think. Joining in right now, yeah. Just don't do any hacking. Ow. This is just Turf War, so anyone can join in and play. As long as a space opens up. If space doesn't open up, then I'll just find a different lobby. Because like I said, I know like during the stream, it's definitely better that I interact with people. But it has me thinking like, I want to, as much as I know I've already done it twice, I want to do another playthrough of Julep for the channel. One that's a lot more concise and has a lot less me running around forgetting what to do. So like, when I do that, I might do it in more of a streaming, recording the video style. Where basically I'll record an episode and then interact with you guys in the in-between. If that makes any sense. So it'd basically be interacting with you guys every 20 to 30 minutes. Yeah, I don't think space is opening up. I'll find a different lobby after this one. I'll use that opportunity to change my weapon. I still have that old muscle memory from the first Splatoon, where, like, you basically, where, if anyone that may not remember, you had to back out to switch weapons, which made streaming it very, very weird, because anytime I felt like switching weapons, I had to back out fully, so everyone had to rejoin again. Luckily, I didn't ever really feel like switching weapons that often. I had like one dynamo I would use. I used the heavy Splatling and I used the Forge Splattershot Pro. And that was about it while streaming. And I used the dual squelcher off of stream a lot. I've never done a burpee, but the rest of that honestly sounds pretty easy to me. But I biked to school every day. I would also do sit-ups and push-ups. Sit-ups are easy. I myself would have switched the, as a teacher, gym teacher, I would have switched the push-up and sit-up number around. Because sit-ups are easy. Push-ups, if you don't have the proper technique, are really hard. Ow. Like, in the run of a day, I biked a good 5 kilometers. And would still do a bit of personal workout as well. Okay, I'll grab that friend request after, I back out to find a better lobby. Alright, Nautilus. See, I kind of also lucked out. My metabolism is that of an athlete. If I were to exercise, I could become very fit. I just don't exercise. Like, when I biked to school every day, I had very, very toned and kind of buff legs. Purely because whenever I'm riding a bike, like, if I'm doing something that's going to be exercise, I'm going to push myself to be, you know, to do it as good as I can. So in the case of, say, riding a bike, I will literally push that bike to as high of a gear as I can possibly push it while still riding. And that's where I will start with that bike. And I'll just get it to a higher and higher gear from there. I legit rode one bike so long on its highest gear, I broke the gear. Like, it just legit snapped right into. There's a good chance you also have just a good metabolism. Time zone do I live in? Atlantic time. It's an hour ahead of Eastern. And I will get to the front of quest. I'm just changing weapons first. I want to go back to the mini splatling. Welcome back, Nautilus. Yeah, sorry. Whatever you feel like. Any of those work. There, Zylander. Yeah, for easier figuring out of roughly what time my time is to everyone else's time, it's 11:29 p.m. right now for me. Yes, I did, Zylander. I did a full playthrough of Sword. It's on the YouTube. I've yet to finish the post game. I'm gonna get to that probably tomorrow. I was gonna do it today, but I decided not to, so. I decided to do this. I was actually gonna do it earlier today, but I decided to play Warships, because I was already playing Warships. And I was like, I said I might do a day stream to make up for not streaming, so I'll just do Warships. I'm already playing it. Yeah, it's 2 different games. There is exclusive content to each. I don't know what that all is. I mean, I don't exactly want to hack in Splatoon 2 here. Find a grass type. Ta-da! Your problems with Nessa will vanish. Ow. Another option would be an electric type. You should be able to get, you know, an electric type or 2. Just go get a Yamper. Just go and get the best boy. He will good boy your way to victory. When you encounter a Yamper, it isn't a wild Pokemon that appeared. It's a wild friend has appeared. Darn it. Yeah, I mean, Pikachu's around. Yeah, those are basically your best options, is either get a good grass type or good electric type. Yamper, Oddish / Gloom. Both of those should easily work. Pikachu will also work. I just don't like Pikachu. You could also just try to take something that is neutrally affected by water, or possibly even resists water, and just level it via doing a lot of Dynamax battles, getting the evolution like the level up candies, and then just feed it level up candies. Get it up to, you know, 5-10 levels higher than her, and then the level disadvantage will be obvious. Well, okay, that just happened. I think that means my connection's not great. Ow. That's not good. Hold, internet, hold! Trying to remember where Nessa's gym was. Yeah, you should be able to find Oddishes in the Dynamax areas, so... just go get an Oddish. She'll never know what hit her. Also, hello AI, as much as I don't think he said anything. He might be streaming himself. Ah, there he is. Hello. Yeah, I didn't have the hardest time with Nessa either, but I had the gift from Robotic, so... I had the water dragon. Quad resisting everything. Water Dragon is such a busted type combination. I never used Grookey, though. He just sat in my box, cheering me on. Like, I think he got to level 10, and that's only because I had to get him there, basically. Well, it's because I didn't really want to use any of the starters, because I know how starter Pokemon work. Like, I've played so many Pokemon games, and I've replayed them so much. That, like, I just know how starters work, and honestly, if you go back and what I said the starters would be like, I wasn't wrong. I was very much almost completely spot on with every single one of them. The fire type is the fastest, it's the most sweeper-esque of the lot. The water type is bulky and a decent fighter, and the grass type is slow, and it's not based around status ailments, but I was half right there. It is slow, it is decently good at fighting. Hello, Rand. Like, that is just how Pokemon starters work, and they've always had the same base stat total. So it just gets kind of boring to use them over and over and over again. So since, like, Ultra Sun and Moon, I've just been not using starters. I've not seen what its hidden ability is, but I wouldn't hold your breath on it coming out anytime soon. The, the Sun and Moon starters didn't get their hidden abilities until, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, so I wouldn't hold your breath on it happening any time before at least a year from now. So. Right now, from what I'm hearing, one of the best non-legendaries to come out of Sword and Shield is the Galarian Darmanitan, and looking at its ability, I can see why. It has a built-in choice band. Choice scarf that thing, and you've now got both. U-turn, Icicle Crash, Flare Blitz, and probably Stone Edge or Rock Slide. Ta-da! There's a moveset right there. I might be wrong on it being fastest. I didn't look too carefully at the starter's stats. Let's be honest, I don't expect any of them to stay in OU. So. Their ability literally gives them a built-in choice band, so. There's literally no reason to not run Choice Scarf. Because you're already going to be locked into a move. I can't see it, not long term, not it staying there. Especially with that Darmanitan around. Because that Darmanitan with Rock Slide is just going to be a hard counter for it. Especially if people find a way to break Cursula, that thing is going to be busted. That is a that is a silly stat spread, to put it lightly. That is just silly. I didn't even see one of those things on my playthrough, but if people find a way to do it, that is going to be busted. I imagine a Trick Room team. And with the lower general power level of everything, Trick Room teams are going to become much stronger. Hello, Kay. And yeah, if you have shield, then your legendary will be the shield. Unless you get both. I still don't know. I've yet to actually catch my legendary. Oh? Ow. I can think of some pretty bad news to receive, so... But you never know, it might actually end up staying in OU. Well, that's not the worst. I could think of worse news, you know, even taking the stream into consideration. It's not like you'll never be able to see it again. Not enough people for private, Xavier. I still remember the work placement thing in Nova Scotia here. It was only like a week. Not a week, it was 2 days. Bleh. 2 days on the weekend. That's what my brain was going for. And it just messed up. Ow. I was gonna see about actually seeing that thing's the speeds of those two. Ow. Yeah, most Asian schools do. Most Asian schools have pretty strict dress codes. Japan had some of the strictest until very recently. Like, it was only like a year, if that, ago that Japan decided that girls don't have to dye their hair black anymore as part of the dress code. That was legitimately a thing. If you didn't already have black hair, you had to dye it black. Wasn't black enough? Dye it blacker. Alright, Nautilus. Have a good night. Though I will say, I mean, it's 3 years from now. There is no guarantee you'll even end up moving. Ow. Intellon has base 1 more speed. That's not enough to say it's faster. Because at that point it'll all depend on the build. Literally, the final 4 EVs could push them to be speed tied. So... I mean, they are good and fast, both of them, but... I'm just saying, a lot can change in 3 years, so... There's no guarantees of anything over that amount of time. And also, good luck with that, Kay. But why specifically a blue towel? Yeah, if I had to take my guess for definitive OU contenders. Mamoswine, definitely. Very likely Quagsire. Seismitoad. Machamp. Gengar. Excadrill. That's just a brief scroll down in that amount of time. Those are the definitive OU contenders from even just that top, just that light scrolling. Ow. I'm still confused why specifically a blue. Why blue? Unless your mother's one of those people that, you know, the blue towels are the non-decorative ones, and then here's all the decorative towels, and then here's all the antique towels that no one's allowed to touch, but we have around anyway. It's not good to point flashlights into your face. I do like anime. I'm currently watching through the Azure Lane anime as it comes out. It's really freaking good. It's an anime that used a bathhouse scene for body positivity. Which is not something I've ever seen done before. Ow. I've been tempted to watch that, I've just never got around to watching it. What are you hee-heeing about AI? I mean, yes, you should. But where did respecting grandmas come into this? You should always respect the elderly. For they've lived long enough to deserve it. Unless they really just don't deserve it. And some old people are just the worst and don't deserve respect. Those are the old people we like to call entitled. I do not like dubstep at all. I don't know about the other two. I mean, AI disconnected at some point, so. Guys, we're down a player. Change my weapon again. Turf. I'm gonna keep scrolling down. Just let's see. OU contenders. Ferrothorn, definitely. Sylveon, very likely. Shuckle. Depending on how the meta shapes up, Gastrodon. Cursula, if someone can break it. Like, if someone can find a reliable way to just break Cursula, it is going to be just really powerful. That is such a silly spread. What are you even on about? Okay. I'm so confused. I like the blaster. I wish it had slightly less range, as dumb as that sounds. I wish it was between where its range is now and where the Luna is for range. Like, I really wish that. Which probably sounds downright crazy, but it would be very nice. Ow. Yeah, I don't get it either, Zylander. But I'm terrible at riddles, so... Coffee was bad? I don't know. Ow. Ah, jeez. The shirt I had on was chafing my neck. I think I'm also getting a pimple there. Let's see, back to this. I think Grimmsnarl, if I remember its stats right. Yeah, it's gonna be a definite contender. Good and bulky, hits really hard. About average, speed. So, Clefable, Snorlax. Lucario, though maybe not. Torkoal will probably be the best stealth rocker. I want to say Haxorus, but I'm not positive. If someone finds a way to break it, Flinks. Because that stat boosting move, no retreat, is just silly. Also, there's nothing wrong with that, Agent Vimo. Ain't nothing wrong with being a tomboy. Dracovish, maybe. Just due to its typing. It doesn't really get enough to make use of Strongjaw, though, is the problem. Alright, Xavier. Hydreigon, definitely. Hydreigon is definitely going to be a threat to worry about. I don't know, if the coffee tasted bad before, it would taste bad afterwards. Wouldn't matter if a fly was in it or not. Or you could just go with the simple answer if she added sugar to it. So she'd be able to taste the sugar. Those are my only possible answers. Aside from that, I have no possible idea. Ow. Como and Guja are also going to be possible contenders, and Dragapult. Like, those are basically all of what I feel... well, and Darmanitan. I scrolled right past him and didn't say it because I had already said him. Those are the Pokemon I assume are probably going to be in OU. Everything else will probably be vying for UU and lower. Possibly a few of those might even end up in Ubers, because there really isn't any Ubers. So... I don't know, tomorrow I'm gonna get everything set up so I can seamlessly swap to Pokemon Showdown after I finish up the post-game, and I'll be doing some OU then, so see how it works out. Wow, so I actually got it then. I still don't like riddles. Ow. I also might at some point step away and grab some tea, because I'm getting kind of low on tea. It is also fine, Agent Vimo. To be fair, that wasn't really a difficult riddle. No offense, Kay. Between the two is, you know, either it still tasted awful and it was supposed to taste good, or it was the sugar. Like, those are the only two possible answers. I'm sure there's other possible answers, but, you know. Have you never ate a Bug Zylander? They have interesting flavors to them. Technically, you have ate bugs before. Because, fun fact, red food coloring is made from bugs. It's made from the carapace of a bug, anyway. So technically, is made from bugs. I probably just made a lot of you not want to eat red things anymore. I mean, you guys could tell all the riddles you guys want. Just don't expect me to be the most keen on answering them all. Alright, have a good night, Xavier. Nah, I want to use my baby for a bit. So you've never had an M&M before. There, Zylander. It's a bus. I'm just at the side. I'm not doing anything. I'm just gonna watch it go. I actually think after this match, I'm gonna go make some more tea, so nobody join. I didn't realize I was already out of tea. Because I don't really want to drink too much of my water. Because it's not the best water. I mean, it's not like you could do anything. You're standing by the side of the road. You're not on the bus. If I was on the bus, I'd leap off of the bus. Have a better chance of surviving. Frickin'... Yeah, hate Splashdown. I wish this thing had a better special. Ow. I might do League. I don't know. I'm kind of just doing turf. I feel like doing turf. I mean, that's probably because being told it, like, in person, you might just ignore that. But in text, it's gonna stand out. It's not really a good text riddle. I mean, I looked at League. I know it's Splatoon, so... Just means your voice deepened first. Hello, I Love Hater. Ow. This means you hit puberty first. Okay, like I said, I'm gonna step away and grab some tea, so... Because I am out of tea. So I'll be back in about a minute. So I'll just shove the tea bag in, bring down the piping hot water. It's like, yeah. No, behave, everybody. I think it's this one. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'll be back. I am back. Hello, Trace Your Face. I love Hater. I have mods, so just not around at the moment. Actually wonder... Okay, it is actually coming through on Twitch with T. Stream sponsored, not sponsored by Stash. There is a Discord. It's linked in the description down below. If you want to join on the turf war, feel free. Just gonna check to see if I got any friend requests while I was away. If you have a friend request, just send it soon. Like, I'll chill here for about a minute. Friend code's bottom left corner. Or in the info. Wherever you find that. On Twitch there. I can't stand drinking tea while I have the tea bag still in it. Luckily, I have a garbage right next to me. That's cool, Nintendo Universe. Hopefully you guys can hear me again. Good tea. It's peach and something. Tea. It's rather good. I use a Hydra for a bit. I bounce between tea and coffee. And where I'm kind of lazy lately, I've been drinking tea. Oh hey, it's a Japanese lobby. I don't know why it puts me in these so often. I'm not Japanese good. I'm just not. Welcome back, Kay. Ah, thanks for following, Trace. Alright, Kay. Welcome back. Alright, Hater. Yeah, just give it a match. It'll probably clear up some space. That's usually how it works. It usually takes about a match to get in, which is why, you know. It's 12:15 a.m. Does that mean I shouldn't be having tea? Ow. I almost spilled my tea there, setting it back down. My keyboard's a little close to my coaster. I should put on my main power-up gear. I think it's enough to get the standard shots to 33.3. Mini splatling is cool. Ow. Kermit does drink tea. He drinks Tetley tea, though. I'm not drinking Tetley, I'm drinking Stash. This is the tea brand my sister... well, tea place my sister gets her tea from. And I've been just drinking her tea, because, well, she told me I could. Basically. Alright, Kay. Have a good night. Ow. How did... okay. I didn't actually think that was a win. I don't like mint. You can keep your mint. Or, you know, just throw it in the garbage where it belongs. I drink green tea occasionally. I just don't have much left, so I'm kind of drinking it sparingly. It's a good anti-anxiety, so... I basically use it like that. What is it with you people and liking mint? I know I'm the odd one out, but still. Mint is disgusting. It just tastes horrible. There's nothing redeeming about it. I am probably too good with the undercover umbrella. And the mini splatling. And apparently sniping. Heavy splatling. I'm best with the undercover, though. Darn it. I'm good with just about everything. There's only a few exceptions, being like the heavy nozzle nose, standard slosher, I think those are the only weapons I'm not really all that good with. Hydra, I have good and bad days. Today seems to be leaning towards good, but not quite. I think I'm only really doing good because of the team. I suppose, Fling's a roller. And just rollers in general. I keep forgetting I'm not good with these frickin' vertical swing rollers. I still really wish that was just a gimmick for the Flingza. That would have been so cool. If that was just the Flingza's gimmick. That way they could have just kept rollers the way they were. Everything would have been fine. But no. Had to make them garbage. Fair enough. Ugh, kind of tired. I haven't exactly slept well the past few days. Everything's fine, I just haven't slept very well. And like, I do apologize for the lack of streams lately. There should have been more, but, well, real life got in the way, and it wasn't even something wrong that happened to me. It was something that happened to Robotic, and I refused to leave her side, so... Favorite YouTuber? Probably Hard Leg Gaming. He has a hard leg. How could you not love him? "1 a.m. means nothing to me. Why say that? 1 a.m. used to be about my 4 p.m., if that makes any sense. My sleep schedule is such that I could probably travel to the other side of the world and be perfectly fine. And then travel back and not experience any jet lag. Hey, my point sensor game is still pretty good. Like, for a while, I was legitimately going to sleep at, like, 9 to 10 a.m. and getting up around 8 p.m. So, you know, given what my time zone is, that is literally, I was living on Japanese time, basically. Because for most of the year, whatever time it is for me is the time it is in Japan, but 12 hours apart. So say if it's midnight here, it's noon there. Ow. I don't know where their thing is. I was gonna try and get one more splat, but no. I think I only got one splat that entire time. But yeah, probably my favorite YouTuber would be Hardleg. Hello again, AI. Ugh. Yawning. Though, I'd have to say Markiplier would probably come into a close second. AI is Alien Sumo. He got the name of AI because his YouTube name was like Alien, but weird. They had a number in it. And my brain did not read his name quickly enough. So... why would anyone donate money to Ninja? Why? I used to watch AVGN. I don't so much anymore. I suppose the best way to put it is just my sense of humor kind of outgrew him. Like, his content is probably still gonna be funny to me. But... I don't feel myself wanting to watch him anymore. If that makes any sense. I used to watch Nostalgia Critic too, and I don't want to watch him anymore, but for a very different reason. Ow. Who's Ninja? He's a Fortnite streamer. The most popular Fortnite streamer, but a Fortnite streamer. A Fortnite streamer who threatened to have somebody banned for taunting. And as far as anyone can figure, actually reported somebody for stream sniping because they taunted. Heaven forbid that man ever play TF2. He'll be reporting people left, right, and center because they taunted after killing him. That means they have to be stream sniping, yeah? That's how it works. How so is the audio off? Is it the webcam? Oh yeah, I can see the webcam. Okay. So at the very least, the webcam is off. I can't really do anything other than to restart the webcam. I'll do that after this match. Assuming it's the webcam you're even talking about. This is Streamlabs. I can't do shit about anything that goes wrong. When it comes to the audio. Standard OBS, you can you can put manual delays on every audio track. Streamlabs? Nah. Hell, it took Streamlabs a good 2-3 years just to allow you to manually adjust the size of things. Like, to crop windows. Like, that's one of the game itself. That's weird. It shouldn't be doing that. Okay. Well, I can restart that too. Deactivate. activate. That should hopefully fix that. Properties, deactivate, activate. And that should hopefully fix that. Webcam looks a little faster. You have to tell me if that actually fixed it. I can't hear the playback. And I'm having fun with Turf, so okay, so I'll do something to help make the testing easier here. Were those lined up? Like, I get League would be fun, but I am really tired, and I am having fun with Turf. I mean, this is more casual, so I like me casual play, especially when I'm just tired. Tired and know that I basically can't sleep after this either, or else I'll really mess up my sleep schedule. I mean, not meaning to sound rude, Zylander, but what is the big difference between Turf and Splat Zones? Like, maybe it's just me, but they're basically the same thing. Ooh, that's not good, Trace. Never had that happen myself. Like, I get league battles can be kind of fun, but especially when you get larger league battle parties, it just becomes fighting the same team over and over and over again. At least with this, we're seeing different people. And even though the people that are here, it's a different team combination every time. Ow. Fair enough, Trace. Okay, so I'm guessing everything's working right now then, Agent. And if quad leagues were more alive, I would definitely be much more up for doing them. But they're so dead. There's no one that plays quad leagues. Probably because it's so dead. So no one wants to play it, which causes it to be dead. Ow. Which is kind of a thing that's just a thing with gaming. Like, you get games like Nuclear Dawn, where it's an amazing game. Really good first-person shooter. And it's basically a first-person shooter, real-time strategy hybrid. It's really fun. No one plays it because the multiplayer is dead. A lot of people own it, but no one will play it because the multiplayer is dead. But, you know, even then, the multiplayer is still okay, active. Like, there's enough people, you're gonna get at least a small match. Put my undercover here. But no one will play. Like, no one will keep playing. To make the game more alive, they just complain the game is dead. Like, if you want it to be fixed, you need to be part of the solution. And that solution is play the game. I'm probably about the best undercover player, that, at least that routinely streams. Ow. Definitely not saying I'm the best, even close. I'm probably not even within the top 1,000 undercover players, but I'm definitely the best that routinely streams. They could go around me. To be fair, they really could have just gone around me. Like, that side path exists. I don't have the range to reliably fight there, so... I mean, shoot, Zylander. If you've never heard that phrase before, it means go ahead and say what you want to say. I feel mean playing this. Yeah, you didn't do bad at all there, Trace. You did about average. About an average score. Oh boy, the game just went, hey, let's put the guy who feels mean on the team with all the Japanese players. Umbrella does have armor. Ow. This thing is surprisingly good at fighting. Ow. So you just need to practice other things in Zylander if you want to be better at other things. To be fair, Trace, that could be said about every weapon. In the right hands, every weapon in this game becomes absolutely busted. In the right practiced hands. Like, the undercover here is a garbage weapon. Don't take my gameplay as, you know, oh, it's such a good weapon. It's not a good weapon. I have spent well over 400 hours using this thing. Ow. And air shots aren't terribly hard once you get the hang of them, because the jump speed is always the same. So, it's actually easier to hit people in the air than when they're not in the air. Because when they're not in the air, they can be moving a variety of speeds. I'm gonna grab my charger. Not gonna play too many rounds with it because I want people to start using it too and end up creating a lobby full of chargers. Because that's not good for charger practice. It's not good for anybody. I don't know. Haven't played in a while, I guess. I tend to get decently rusty when I don't play for a while. I say that. I came back from my last break of not playing, which was Pokemon, which was a little over a week of not playing. I came back playing better than I was before. So, I don't know. I'm weird when it comes to not playing games. Like, I was playing Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme Legends, and there is a, there's basically an arena. And Dynasty Warriors is a beat-em-up game, you don't know. And every time I would play it, I'd get so far through the arena, lose. Take a break for like a month to 3 months. Come back, and I would do better than I did before. And I don't play other beat-em-ups. Oh, great, we're both in the same team. Good. No, good. It's fine. I sniped a sprinkler! Guy's proud of me. Ow. I was gonna say I feel kind of rusty, but then I just had that life. I don't think I have the right to say I feel rusty. I mean, I feel rusty, but I'm clearly not. Now's the point I mention I've gotten a groove with sniping in Splatoon, and I'm a sniper main in other shooters. Aside from TF2, I'm a medic main there. But that's because healing takes priority over hurting. I mean, if you guys haven't got the impression by now that I'm just kind of a gentle person, then, you know. No, Vivo! You exploded! Now, don't take a drink. Muscle memory! I always drink after a match. And that's how I run out of drinks so fast. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be ending the stream at the hour because I'm getting really tired. Like, I'm getting to the point where I'm kind of struggling to keep my eyes open. So, I know that means my brain's filters are going to be turning off. So, in other words, I'll be going another 10 minutes or so. Probably about 2-3 more matches. I apologize, this is a shorter than normal stream. I started kind of late, too. I wanted to go like 3 hours, but I'm tired. It's perfect time to be sniping. Like, this time of year is always rough on me, so expect me to be really tired, guys. I get the whole thing is, oh, seasonal depression. Yeah, I don't really have that. I have depression all the time. What I do have is a lot of bad memories attached to this time of year. Make it very hard to sleep. I just noticed there are 4 snipers in this match now. That was actually a headshot. Ow. Like, I feel bad because my view counter says 7. Like, I don't want to end the stream. I'm just so tired. Maybe I'll actually sleep well tonight. I don't know. If that happens, there should be a decently long stream tomorrow. I might also try on just days where I'm awake before robotic and I know that I'm gonna be playing a game anyway. I might try to do streams throughout the day as well. Like today, I knew I was awake before robotic. I was actually awake a good hour before I even started the stream, so I could have actually started it sooner. This time I do actually need a drink. That's not the worst idea. You just need to be good with the Luna. Ninja Squid also helps. I don't have anything with Ninja Squid. I probably should get some Ninja Squid for my blaster kits, but my blaster kit is already pretty solid. Let's see. Right, it's not gonna find me the other jet. There we go. Jets! More range! More range! All the range! Oh, jeez. Sorry, guys. I'm yawning. It's still kind of funny to me that it randomly placed me into a Japanese lobby. Yep. They had to disconnect. Their flingza exploded. I will not go past this parapet. I will snipe from here. I mean, I have some absolutely silly range, but you know. I don't really need to go past here. Oh jeez, I fell down. I did not mean to go past that spot. I must return to my spot. You know I'm tired when I start using castle terms for just map. Jet Sculpture has silly long range. I'm at the point of being tired where I know Robotic would be just getting at me to sleep. I feel like I shouldn't be doing anything at all because you guys are still 2 snipers and some dualies. Ow. I'll go one more match after this one. I will mention, for anyone that is new here, there is a Discord. You can find it linked in the description on the YouTube and in the info on Twitch. One of my eyelashes is stuck in my eye. Yeah. There we go. Feel free to join it. If you don't have a Discord, you can sign up to Discord for free. It's not a paid program. You can pay, but it doesn't do anything. Well, it does stuff, but like it's not important to use Discord. Basically. It is just a really nice little chat place where you can just come chat with people at the stream. There is a browser-based version of Discord and a downloaded version, so if you don't want to download it, you don't have to. Yeah, this thing just has range for days. Especially with the main power-up giving it more range. But yeah, one more match, and then the stream will end. Tomorrow, I will probably be finishing up the post-game to Pokemon Sword, as well as possibly doing some competitive battling on Pokemon Showdown. I refuse to touch the competitive battling in the game itself because the matchmaking system is horrible. I'd rather be sure I'm matched with who I want to be matched with rather than not. Friends list exists for a reason, Game Freak. Yeah. Yeah, Trace, if you want to level up faster, play ranked. Like, not League, ranked. From what I've seen, it gives legit the most experience. And if you want to not level up at all, but get better with weapons, play Salmon Run. Salmon Run basically forces you to get better with other weapons. Because if you don't, you're going to lose. Like, if you're not able to use the weapons, at least semi-competently. Which I honestly think is really nice. Ow. Ow. I'm so tired. And yeah, the stream will be basically starting up at around 11 p.m. tomorrow. 11 p.m. Atlantic time, that is. It's an hour ahead of Eastern, so 10 p.m. Eastern. Eastern Standard Time. Or 4 hours ahead of Pacific. I think it's 4 hours ahead of Pacific. Excuse me. Yeah, someone who lives on the Pacific coast will have to tell me if it's actually 4 hours. Because I don't know. Also, I think my view counter is just broken with its 7. I don't know. It tends to break and say 7, so that's probably all that's happened. Because it definitely doesn't feel like there's 7 people watching. Ow. Hey, I remembered right then. But yeah, with all that out of the way, thank you all very much for coming out and watching tonight. I'm really sorry I didn't go longer. Watch a raid start. If a raid starts before I officially hit the end stream button, I will keep the stream going. Because that's just how I roll. I don't want to ever just end as I'm being raided, but yeah. That said, thanks everyone very much for watching. And hope to see you here tomorrow for some Pokemon Sword and Endgame stuff and competitive battles. I might also do a stream throughout the day. I don't know. See you all then.